All right. How many of you out there got to suffer through the 9 o'clock roast? By round of applause. How many think out there Big Fats is very sexy and pink? Oh, hell yes! You better be making some noise out there. Come on, what kind of 300-pounder wears pink with a bow tie like this? That's the shit. Good thing my wife dressed me before we were able to come out tonight. You guys having a good time tonight? All right, we're all here to celebrate Mr. Paul Mauk in the pub because he's retiring. How about a round of applause? Very nice, very nice. Before we get to Paul and bringing him out here to roast, how many of you are affiliated in any way with a construction site? Well, let me tell you a little story. On most construction sites, there's not what they call potable water. And potable water means that it's safe for drinking or flushing toilets. So what do they give you to take a shizzle? It's a porta-john. How many of you have ever had the emergency go to the bathroom in a porta-john? Okay. For those of you under 250 pounds, not really a big problem. If you're a lady, you can kind of hover and back it up, and it works. And you kind of just do what you got to do and let it rip. For those of you who are fat asses like myself, this doesn't work out real well. Because, you know, with these stubby arms, it's hard to reach around. So when you're inside of a porta-john, you're trying to not, like, make it noticeable that you got to drop a deuce. So do what you gotta do. I was building Comerica Park. I was on that job, Comerica Park in Ford Field. How many been out there? Beautiful stadiums, but they were a POS. How many know POS? For those radio-edit. They were a POS for us 985 construction workers to use the restroom before they had potable water. So, we get these things called porta-johns. And you get AC Ducey and John John's porta-john. And everything is great. You think, oh, let's order breakfast for the crew. Let's bring them out. We eat breakfast. The problem is you're not allowed to leave the premises without letting him know you're leaving. And then you get your pay docked. So, you really got to take a deuce. And the problem is there's nowhere to take a deuce except for a porta-john. And you go into the porta-john and you lift the lid and you're like, holy shit! What the heck is that? The problem is they only change those out about every 2 or 3 weeks and it's really a disaster. So here I am, I'm touching the plastics on both sides. I'm trying to squirm myself into hover without touching anything because I'm really grossed out. I'm ready to do the duty. The dirty duty. And then I'm like, oh shit, there's no toilet paper. Okay, so you have two choices here. You can be like, all right, I'm going to man up and walk around, and then you're going to have that uneasiness, we'll call it, of having to move to another porta-john. Or you just say, you know what, it is what it is. I'm going to drop and see what happens and go to town. At Comerica Park, I opened up this porta-john, I kid you not, I think the guy was ultra pissed off because they don't change it very often. I swear to God, he had to have gotten himself up on the bowl and just fired away with like Burritos Locos Tacos. It was sprayed everywhere, all over the porta-john, and I'm like, I open that thing up and I'm like, there's no way I'm going in there. I go to the next one. I'm like, at this point, I held it so long that I didn't even really check the toilet paper. So I go, I did my duty, and I'm like, oh, hell no, there's no toilet paper. I man up, I do what every guy's got to do who weighs 300 pounds and is 5'11", and there's no toilet paper. pull it right up and move right on to the next porta-john. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes owning a porta-john and having it serviced is kind of like owning a bar. Because you never know who's going to be there to make sure they service it correctly and make sure that there's always white for the patrons. Ladies and gentlemen, that guy is Paul Mauk. Why don't you give him a round of applause? Paul, get up here. First of all, I want to thank you for being the guy that changes all the porta-johns down at Comerica Park. I want to thank you for the guy that makes sure there's at least 2 rolls, that's right, 2 rolls that are put together with a nail and a lock so that nobody steals the toilet paper in downtown Detroit, and make sure a fat ass like myself has some white. So, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, Paul is retiring from the bar business, and tonight is his grilling. That's right, we're barbecuing his ass tonight, and I've got myself a whole list of stories to tell about the things you might know, the things you might know a little bit about, and the things that you don't know anything about that actually happen behind the scenes to keep those doors open. But first and foremost, if you are a patron here of the pub, and you've been sponsored by Deep Pub or coming here to drink, or you think that that little lady behind the cooker back there makes the best sliders in Clinton Township, how about you make some noise? For those of you who don't know, not only Paul is a master carpenter, which is open to interpretation, he's still learning how to swing a hammer. But he is also an entrepreneur where he dabbles in many businesses that roll him in the dough, if you know what I mean. But in his spare time, while not attending his daughter's banquets or band practice or any of the functions for his children or sleeping with his wife, he visits the local dojo. How many knew that? Paul is a black belt in Taekwondo, Karate, and block breaking. And his sensei is here in the house tonight. How many know his sensei? His sensei is a bouncer out there named Big K. Where's Big K? Come on out here, Big K. Big K is the second largest black man in the bar tonight. First is Big Sexy, then there's Big K. Big K is going to tell you a little story about Paul trying to break some blocks of wood while they were on fire and burning his ass in the meantime. How about a round of applause for the bounce of Big K?
But you know, honestly, guys, years ago, me and some of my friends, we came here to work for Paul when it first opened up, and we were some pretty big guys, you know. And a fight broke out. First thing you see, you think the 2 big guys are going to be the first ones to break it up. No, it was Paul. No, seriously though, everybody said, oh, Paul just got 2 guys. No. We got it wrong. We keeping Paul away from the bad guy. And you never seen this side of Paul, you don't want to see it. Paul is a serious ass.
I've seen the bad guy.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm spit it out. Yeah, man, Paul was a serious ass. But anyway, no, seriously though, guys, about 3 years ago, we did a brick breaking event, and Paul, as you know, he's a black belt in artist brick breaking, which is true. So, and guess who loves put it out, guys? He's a bad dude, man. But what we did was, usually put gasoline or kerosene on bricks, but you know what we put in bricks? Cement glue. So you know what cement glue does once you hit it on fire. It's going to only burn, it sticks to your hand. So Paul was out there breaking his bricks, it's on YouTube and everything, so it's no lie. Paul went down there, told him their bricks up, hands caught on fire. This other cat that his hands on fire, he jumped in there, he joined Paul. I let my hands on fire, I jumped in, I joined Paul. So all I did was on fire. We kept the real. You know what I'm saying? We kept the real from Paul. But hey, I tell you some of the truth though. is roasting somebody, is telling the truth about somebody, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell the truth. I think Paul's an incredible man, and a lot of people don't even realize. We should have that door open right now, all the way down to 14, to Quentin Road. He couldn't play show for love for Paul. Because Paul gives love to everybody. You can't give it back, you know what that means? You're a coward. Because Paul's a great man. Give it up for Paul, y'all.
I really was moved by Big K's words right there, but I swear to God, I stood behind him and I heard, "Oh, he's just a friend. You say he doesn't friend. You say he doesn't friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. Would you say he's just a friend?" Thank you, Big K. I love you, kid. Part of my job, roast you if you get up here. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a couple stories to share with you about Paul and who he is. How many have ever been here in the bar when Paul's here and not very many other patrons are here? Day after Thanksgiving 2012, the only two people that you're for sure to see, whether it's 7 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock at night, Dave and Coach. Right? You know their asses are going to be here talking about, "Yeah, I like the 2006 Lakeview girls to do softball championship, and then that shit was awesome." That's Coach right there. That's my impression. Well, Paul decides that, you know what, hell yeah, this is the day after Thanksgiving, there's not many people in here. I'm going to start at the front of the bar. I'm going to buy every team, every people who are together around the shots. So he starts with the first one, starts with the second one, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, gets around the Coach, 9th, 10th. At this time, his words are coming out, "Ooh, buy you a shot. This shit is awesome. Thank you very much for being here. I love your play." So he takes the 10th shot in about 20 minutes, starts to wind her back here, and thank God his wife Jean was here. So she coddles him up into his arms, given that he weighs only about $1.06, so good life. Carries him over here, take him to the bathroom, and before she can even open up the door, Paul slams right into the door. Shit, that hurt. That's bullshit. Why didn't you open the door for me? So he hobbles himself through the door and falls flat on his face right here in front of the wood here. Jean's trying to pick him up. Big Sexy comes over and like, "Oh hell! Call 911! My boss is down! My boss is down! Shit, now what?" They grab Paul up, and before he can even get up, out come the 10 shots. He takes his wallet out, pulls out a bunch of extras. He's like, "Listen, everybody here gets $100 and nobody knows about this shit, okay? I swear to God, if any of you say shit, you're not allowed in my bar anymore." True story. True story. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of you out there know that Paul has 3 beautiful children? We're going to bring his children up here to expose the reality of who Paul is to them. So first tonight, our #1 griller, please bring up his 15-year-old daughter, Megan! Come on up here, Megan. Megan has seen her father 3 times. There's 15 years of her life. Once was when she was born, the second time is when she made communion, and the third time is yet to be determined. All right, Megan, we want to know the real deal about Pops. For those of you who don't know, this is his little squirt Jordan. He's a sexy dude, baby. I want to hang out with you in about 7 years because I know chicks are going to be begging you for your cell phone number. You just got to figure out, ask Dad how to use that cell phone. He's still learning. All right, Megan, spill some dirt. Tell us about Dad.
Okay. Some people have imaginary friends. My dad has imaginary muscles, and I was hurt. My dad Dad, have you ever went to the chicken aisle in Kroger? The Tyson chicken nuggets? He thinks he's a Mike Tyson when he bites people at the bar. Off-brand. My dad... Dad, my friends want to tell you that you look like Mr. Clean, the soap guy. Dad, remember when we went to get your eyebrows done? We were gonna get them waxed because like we could get the shape and everything, but instead she had to create eyebrows. My mom is the only willing Asian to give consent to marry a white guy. And then have my brother and sister. Do you guys know what the whip is? Like what is the whip? Anyways, I always ask my dad to whip with me, but he cannot lift his leg high enough to clap underneath. The real roast tonight is the fact that he's selling the bar, the place that he has to buy them beer and drinks to make it look like he has friends. I'm so glad I look like my mom because my dad is hit like dog shit. You may think, wow, Mac, this isn't really your best. Yeah, I know. I had 5 minutes to come up with this morning after I got out of the shower. And everything you're going to hear that my mom and my dad and my sister and my brother say, it's all been said and done by me. It's not original. Let me tell you, it's reincarnated. They just switch the words around. That's it. I probably won't go to BigCon in California or Las Vegas. So you gotta pay back. But I have to admit, this bar doesn't run if it wasn't for me because I am making my Mac at 7-Eleven. Check me out on YouTube.
Wow, I thought that I had some good one-liners. Megan, ladies and gentlemen, she's a shizzle. Ladies and gentlemen, most people... Ladies and gentlemen, this bar doesn't operate without the special patrons that come here day in and day out. And some of the people that do call before he took over this bar. One such person writes, Paul was pounding wood when I first met him. I'm not sure if he was married at that time or not. He had a crew to help him build homes, and when he grew tired of that, he decided to hang out in bars downtown Detroit and off Clemens in Clinton Township, and find out what makes them all a success. And he soon realized that if you bribe people with enough shots, you can get yourself drunk before 7 o'clock, you make money every night. Ah, that's great. That was from the Noreen. Ladies and gentlemen, another family member of Paul's is his eldest daughter named Sierra. How about a big round of applause for Sierra?
Closer? Okay. So, well, you gotta love my dad's parenting skills, honestly. I mean, normal dads give their kids love and affection. Well, mine tells me to get the fuck out of his car.
Wow, where did that come from? Only one time?
Hold on. No father in their right mind looks to their daughter and says, closer, closer. bullshit. I mean, he tried to prevent this from happening, and here he's giving instructions on how his wife has made it work for the last 15 years.
Okay, so you guys all know that my dad's here 24/7, but you know, it's okay. Everyone still thinks my Uncle Jim's my dad. Okay, so everyone knows that there's a lot of bar fights here, okay? So I asked my dad and my uncle, so can I see a video of these? And the video's never found. Because okay, let's see.
Something's wrong with the feed. I don't know why it's not coming through.
Okay, so because my dad is retiring, and he's gonna be home a lot, but it's okay because now I can have my dog watch him because he doesn't watch us. Okay, well, the last one. So I've been on this road for 17 years, and my dad still can't get my name right. So I set this straight, you know, because you know somehow you get it wrong. So your lovely wife over there is named Jean. Okay. The four-legged creature that's at our house is named Ron. And your lovely son is named Jordan. I'm your firstborn named Sierra. And I don't know where she is, but you know that shit over there named Megan? That's Megan. Just want to make sure. But, you know, it's okay. But, you know, I love you, and we all love you, even if you still can't get my name right. But we love you a lot.
After Megan got done speaking, Paul's like, that's bullshit. She wasn't supposed to talk like that. And now when Sierra's done, he's like, you're grounded. Whatever you got, player, you're grounded. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a beautiful woman behind every great man. And the beautiful woman behind Paul and the deep Poe name and what it stands for is nothing less than the ultra-patient, super understanding, and most beautiful, sexy, and black, Miss Jean. How about a round of applause? Come on, Jean.
Come on, Gene. It's good. Come on, Gene.
Everybody.
Come on, Gene. Come on, Gene.
It means a whole lot to all of us. For many years, Paul has been here 24/7, and lately he's been home a lot. And in all honesty, we don't understand all this love that we have for Paul tonight. So we have three amazing children, Sarah, Megan, and Jordan. And everyone tells us to tell them a Sierra story, Megan's story, or even a Jordan story. But they are actually a melting pot of the two of us. You couldn't get two more different people than Paul and I. He's from Detroit, I'm from Michigan. So with that, Paul has had very different parenting ideas. And still figuring them out and correcting them.
Come on, let him have it. It's your free night, Gene.
It's really hard to roast my husband in public.
Hey, Gene, just pretend we're not here. We're not here.
Hey, Gene, this is not public, this is family.
No, I can't do anymore because I still have to go home to bed with them.
That's a right. That's a good statement. I only know it's already idea. Yeah, that's
Well, another thing that Paul does, and I think most of you guys know, is that Paul calls everyone bro or brother. So when I was raising my children, I always had to tell them, no. So parking attendant isn't your family. The grocery store attendant isn't my brother. And they always want to know, why didn't they come to the birthday parties? Why is the only time we saw them was when we were shopping? So I want to get it clear. That no, Big K is not his brother. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, he is Big K.
He's a brother.
Big K is not his Paul's brother. His brother is Uncle Tony. Because they always get it wrong. You know what I mean? But no, truly, Paul has created an amazing establishment here at the Troy Pub, and it will supersede all of us. And it's created memories for all of us for years to come, and I am so proud of him. And I just want to say that I am and always will be completely in love with you. Thank you, my beautiful children.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about Gene? Now, ladies and gentlemen, before I get off stage, I got a couple more stories to share with you. But let me tell you first and foremost, being a wife of a guy who owns the bar is something to be set in stone, because the patience and understanding that she has to have, and the trust that she's got all these beautiful ladies around her husband, and he comes home to her every night, that's worth a round of applause all by itself. Now, what Gene don't know, won't ever hurt her. But that's a conversation for another time of day when the family's not here. We have a rule here that says, just like Las Vegas, what happens at the pub stays at the pub. And that's part of the reason why there's no videos after these shows. Big Sexy gets in there and it's like a race. That's 7, motherfucker. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of you out there know a beautiful lady by the name of Leslie who held a golf fundraiser for Basel who got assassinated next door? At the very first golf outing after the incident happened, Paul said, I want to be a part of this. I know him for a long time. I want to be there for his family. I want to try to raise as much money as possible. So they have this golf outing. What happens is that at every hole, you're given tickets to buy drinks, buy a beer off the golf cart. Well, at the very first golf outing for Basil, Gene fell asleep in one of the golf carts. So she went from being a driver to now being a passenger. The problem is, there's no seatbelts. So as Paul was driving and intoxicating himself with shot after shot, because everybody was there, our good friend Regis Regis got stuck in a dry county. In other words, he didn't get any tickets for drinks on that hole. So he's begging everybody, give me drink tickets, give me drink tickets. He jumps into the cart with Gene asleep and drives off after the beer cart girl. Paul's on the team going, stop, she's passed out, don't do it. And as he goes to make a hard left, out goes Gene. At this point, Paul's not sure if he's going to crack himself up, shit his pants, or be pissed. And the guy who grabbed the card, whose name is Regis. But thank goodness that knocked her out from her days, and she came back to, jumped in the car, kicked his ass, and says, do you know who my husband is? He will beat your ass. Now what I failed to tell you is Regis is one of the black brothers with a security here who's 6'7" and 330 pounds. She said, oh, that's entirely not true. Paul said, oh shit, you gotta help yourself up. I'm done. See ya. I got another comment here that says, Paul is always a great communicator and is always a guy who answers his phone call the first time you call. Ladies and gentlemen, the brand new owner of the bar who's taking over and whose ass will grill if the drink specials, shot specials, and food specials don't meet the standards that we're used to. Please welcome Bill to the stage. Now, for those of you out there who have been part of a bowling team or a softball team, or lacrosse, or tennis, or dodgeball, Paul's always been a great guy that says, hey bro, I love you bro, I love you, come here, I'll sponsor you. You get 25 cents off your drinks on me. What a love, baby. And then Gino charges us 3 for 1 anyway, so we end up taking it right up the ass. Thinking like, oh man, I only had 3 tonight, your tab is 59 and 25. I didn't have money. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bill. He's going to say a quick few words and welcome you to the all brand new, but still same old deep pub.
Paul, I'll tell you just a short story. About 3.5 years ago. About 3.5 years ago, Paul called me. We had known each other prior to that, but he asked me to come over and take over the sound and the productions here at the pub. And that's the first thing he suckered me into. And then as we got to know each other and come to trust each other, as everybody else here in this whole room knows, Paul, he is just, there's nobody like him. And as much as we're always saying, you know, clap for Paul, I think we need to do it again. So, one thing we're going to do is Paul and I have been speaking for quite a few months on the pub. Paul has really started a fantastic tradition of local music here, and the reputation of the pub is really unmatched. So we're going to look to continue that. You'll still see him around here. He can't give it up. But again, my deepest appreciation for everything Paul's done, not just for me personally in working around the purchase of the pub, but even more so for what he's done for the community. Basil is a good example of the kind of heart that Paul has, and that's something that we will always continue here. So, thank you again.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very big farewell to Paul, and a big congratulations and welcome to Bill, the brand new owner of Deep Pub. Ladies and gentlemen, before I get off stage, I had just a couple quickies. not too much to joke about. But special words from patrons that have been here a long time. This one's from Doreen. It says, Paul, thanks for helping me with the massage school. But my instructor stated that what you were talking about when you said happy ending is not part of what we do. And last but not least, this is from Christy the Blonde Bombshell. It says, I only have nice things to say about Paul. He has helped my family through a very dark time and has never done anything but the best for me. And even though he is short, fat, and bald, he has a heart of gold and we will love you forever. This is from Team Brooke, Christy the Blonde Bombshell. And if you came here on St. Patty's Day, you saw a very large man wearing a kilt with a very sexy red underwear with a large bulge in front. I will still be back here on St. Patty's Day. You will still be able to see the best local bands perform here live. And you will always get the coldest drinks from the sexiest bar stand and the most amazing food from the sweetheart who cooks behind the grill. Each and every night here, even though it no longer says Paul's Detroit Club, it will say Bill's Detroit Club. So on behalf of Deep Pop, my name is Big Fat.